Yes, 100 counts per second, we did it. Galactic Force Media and Is It Radioactive? And we are here at Mount Neversink in Reading, Pennsylvania. It's the middle of August and I already am feeling the gnats. I just doused myself in bug spray, but we are gonna do the hike, but it should take about 2.5 hours. We have our Raysid. I have the Radiacode strapped to my leg, and we're gonna do a radioverse spectrum to see what we're looking at as far as background radiation. But the reason why we're here is I also heard that there is some higher than normal background radiation. So let's get hiking. All right, and we're off. So we're gonna just give some insight as to where we are. We're in the Piedmont upland. This is the Cambrian period, and the lithology here is sandstone, quartzite, and shale. And we're in the Hardyston Formation. And let me tell you, there are a ton of gnats.
Neversink Mountain, just outside Reading, Pennsylvania, is part of the ancient Reading Prong, a billion-year-old gneiss and granite-forming rugged ridges with naturally elevated uranium and thorium. In the late 1800s, the Neversink Mountain Hotel rose here, a grand resort with 168 rooms and sweeping valley views, but it was burned down in 1905, and only the Witch's Hat Pavilion remains. Today, hikers explore forested trails and rocky outcrops, taking in panoramic vistas and standing atop both geologic history and the echoes of human ambition.
So we're right here, and we're just gonna go for it. I know where the car's parked, so let's do it, guys. All right, once I find some stuff, you will be the first to know. So how awesome is that? I mean, this is right here in Reading, Pennsylvania. Look at that cutout right there. I can only imagine if we started pulling rocks or trying to find out what's in that cut. It would, who knows, definitely some type of quartz. You guys are the experts. We're getting about anywhere between 15 to 20, 21 counts per second on the Radiacode 110 right now. And you can hear the rocks at my feet. This is just, there's no paved trails here. This is just what you get, whatever's cut out. Where we're at right now, we're pushing a little higher, 20 to 26 counts per minute. I'm sorry, per second, which is pretty good for this area. But we're looking for more stuff in the 30s and 40s. Let's see if we can get there. Just pay attention to the trails. Because I had me go through a weird side thing through some thick brush. So who knows? So found my first hot spot with the Raysid on the trail. We're about 0.7 in. And it's in this particular area jumping between 24 to 3,500 counts per minute, even though I should have this set to seconds. But yeah, this is the area that we're in. So that's pretty cool that we're getting that background. It's nothing special, just kind of a split in the road where you can go down different trails. We're just gonna do a quick all the way around. First major uphill battle. Whew, man. Add that with the heat and the gnats. All right, we're about a mile in, and we hit the gneiss part of the lithology with hornblende gneiss. So interesting how it changes multiple times over this 5-mile loop. Coming right up this trail right here, I just happened to look left. I saw that little formation over there. I don't know if you can see, but it says thorium-232 with a 71.8% match. That's actually pretty cool. Again, it's naturally occurring thorium. Can I get up there close? There you go. It's getting about 0.20 of the dose. Mount Neversink is radioactive. And there goes my Raysid. Okay, let's continue on. But look at that cut. Beautiful. And it goes all the way down. All right, let's see what else this mount brings. But here we're going up again. There's just so many amazing specimens on the ground. I can only imagine. All right, well, here's our first decent view. I actually am not sure what that is back there. I know we're in the Reading Prong area, but I'm not sure specifically what that ridge over there is called, but some of you guys might know. This is where we're currently at. And we're gonna be going this way. Okay, so I've been walking and yeah, no clue. I believe, well, I do have a clue. They call this the witch's hat. However, I have no clue why it's here, what it is, what it does. But we're gonna check it out. Look at that. How did that rock get there? There's a big boulder right there. This is the West End Pavilion erected to the something of, can't tell you because it says kill ice. Anyway, thanks locals, real nice of you to deface things. But this is from 1800 something or other. Pretty cool architecture. And if I go up, I'm gonna say that's BBs? Not BBs, paintball? I mean, who the, that's strange, who knows? But it is at the top here, so we're gonna do a little bit more exploring. Clown. So yeah, pretty nice. And just for marking purposes, the top of the, where we are at the witch's hat, the Radiacode 103 is doing about 25 to 28 counts per second. Raysid's going off also. Let's see, 50, 64, 68, 74. Here, check out these numbers. It would be wonderful to just find something right up top. But it's definitely whatever's below seeping through. 62 over here. There you go, right over here is where I'm getting the biggest hit. But this whole particular area right here, 67, 70. Imagine if we dug. Well, I could definitely put the radioactive top on the thumbnail for this video. Once we go down to the ground, it really picks up. Well, maybe one day we'll be able to dig out here, right? All right, so we're heading back down. Rocks here. This is the absolute lowest on the whole trip so far. Let's see if we can find anything else. It's always nice to just be walking, looking to your left, to your right, off the trail, and you see this. So, we're going over there now. Check this out, guys. Freaking awesome. Look at that. Look at that formation. Just the way it looks like it's sliding right off. And my Raysid is telling me something is here. So we're gonna go look. Don't know if you can see me, the Raysid's doing 68, 67, 70. It's definitely this formation over here that's giving us some type of, wow, up in here, we're in the 80s. Look at that, guys. Well, I can't show you, look at that, because you're gonna have to just believe me. There we go, bingo, guys. That's amazing. We're gonna go up into this area, you're gonna hear it go off. I gotta see if I can leave it up there. That's hot. All right, I'm gonna do a spectrum. Coming up as background again, but there's more here than just background, I'm telling you guys now. But this is definitely my highest find, kitchen background. It thinks I'm in my kitchen. But this is the highest find I've ever found in the natural or nature, so I'm actually pretty excited about it. So there you go, yes, 100 counts per second, we did it. We're actually getting as much as 150 at some peaks in this particular area. 145, 143. But again, when you go to your spectrum, it's saying it's my kitchen, which, and there it is, pendant, thorium-232. So it looks like naturally occurring thorium as expected in this background. So, all right, it is time to start heading out. But what a wonderful little treat this was, huh? I have spent the last hour and a half on this trail, and I've only done 2.5 miles, which means we're only at the halfway point. But that was fantastic, what we found. But yes, Mount Neversink is in fact radioactive, or much higher than background radiation. And I think that's fascinating, and I call that a win. I got my fix. Oof, God, it's these effing gnats. We hit the 3-mile mark, and we're back into the quartz part of the mountain, as you can hear on the bottom of my feet. There's been a lot of mushroom sightings over here, but nothing, actually, we're actually lower than normal background radiation over here, with about 12 counts per second on the Raysid and the, can you see the gnats right now? With the Raysid and the Radiacode. But 3 miles, which means we got about 2.5 left. I'll hit you guys back up if I find something, or when we hit the 4-mile mark. All right, bye-bye. There's a hole. Sticking the Raysid, is it doing? Raysid gives a little bit of a signature. Also don't want to lose that guy, but we're hitting mile 4, and now we get to walk up this. Probably one of the big last pushes to go up, and there's just rocks everywhere. It's all quartz and sandstone, it seems. Oh, and I am tired, guys, coming up on mile 4. I know you can't see the angle, but if you need a good workout, oh man, it's also a rockhound's dream. All the rocks on the ground here, let me tell you. And I'm getting extra pulses on the Raysid. All right, that's Reading in all its glory. Still don't know what the mountain ranges are back there, but that's heading towards, I believe, Lancaster area, or maybe even Harrisburg. But just came up this. I still have a ways to go, but this was absolutely the steepest so far. It's my first sign of wildlife. Oh, he's about to hiss. That's Ernie. He's a little scared right now, but that's our little turtle friend. All right, off on the road with you now. The gnats are horrible out here unless the sun is out. Because anytime the sun came out, those gnats jumped away, and the minute the clouds came right back over, it's not that they're eating me, they're just going in my eyes, nose, and ears, and my mouth. Coming around the bend, and we're gonna end this hike just over 5 miles. All right, let's keep it going. Found another hot spot here on the outcrop of this rock formation over here, which is coming up as quartzite, but right back in there, we're getting anywhere between 90 to 115 counts per minute. By the way, cracked my Android, dropped it on a rock, of course. This whole formation right over here seems to be giving off a lot more than just normal background. So, but again, coming up as quartzite. So you guys tell me. You guys are the professionals. I just go out for the hikes. All right, get a couple of samples from here with the Raysid. And here's one of our final lookouts. Not even sure what direction we're pointed in. Smokestack back there. You don't want to go down though. You will fall. But that's the Schuylkill River, definitely below. I don't know if you could see it through the trees. That's the Schuylkill River. But yeah, almost done. Mount Neversink has some very nice views. Come check it out. Wish I could just take the whole side of the rock home. And that is it. I wish I could have filmed more, but this video would be 2 hours long. All Trails is telling us 5.88 miles, and it was a 660-foot elevation gain. The worst thing about this today was the gnats. They're still on me, and I'm out of the woods. We're gonna end it here. Thanks for coming on this little journey. Let me know where you want to go next, but this was Mount Neversink, and yes, it is radioactive. And we need, of course, guys, like, subscribe, share the video. Really looking to push 500 and then 1,000 and beyond with the subscribers. We're at 166 at the time of this video, and all you guys, it's been a month. It's been just over a month. We're at 166 already. I really want to get up there with this. I'm loving this channel and what we're doing with it. But thank you guys. As always, be safe. No, stay safe, be curious, but don't get contaminated. Oh my God, these gnats. All right, bye-bye, guys.